What up, though? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Still. Today is Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. It's the last show, man. It's the last Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, man. We all know that Detroit Lions on the Prowl will continue with the Detroit Lions Roar starting on Monday. Of course, this is going to be free for all Friday. The last one is this week, but the last Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, man. Woo, on deck for today's show. We discuss how we became a part of the show, update you on the Lions OTAs. We talk about some of our favorite moments on the show and update you on what we'll be doing next. But before we get into all that, man, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew. Man, y'all know who it is. It's the ladies' pick, the men's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. The highest player from the Himalayas. They screaming his name. Yeah, my man, LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, my guy?
What's up, Prowl Nation, and good morning.
Man, y'all know who it is. It's the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan, our own resident Baby D himself, because he will coach your kids. He will give you a fade, run you a fade in the ring. He'll sell you a shirt and make you a play. It's my man, who?
It's gang stuff. Not playing with you, man. It's the Wolf Lion, Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
Right now.
Let's go.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
Welcome to Detroit.
Well, man. Go ahead, Curt. Do it how it's got to be done, man.
All right, before we get into the business of, talking about the last ride and, being part of the show, let's kind of go over a little news and notes from last week OTAs, because, we got to do that because we got to talk Lions, man. And you can check this article out over at Yardbarker, because it's by who? Your man, Curt Still, of course, man. The Lions had a pajama party last week. Dan Campbell always talk about pajamas and what the Lions this time of year. They say they're working on their pajamas, saying t-shirts, shorts, saying shells. They won't be having any type of really pads on until mini camp, which is next week, but it's still limited to like elbows and just a couple other things. But very light workouts. One thing, most of the team is there. Excellent participation. Got most of the guys in. Of course, there's going to be some guys that are there, but they're kind of still on the sidelines. Tracy Walker, he's there running on the sides. So is Levi Enrique is kind of out there and stretching out. But most of the team is there.
Yeah.
You have a few guys that are kind of that are excused because Dan Campbell said in his presser last week, there are a lot of new babies on the team. So some guys won't be there. You have some good play, play from the young secondary, making some plays, man. Brady Breeze broke it up, a pass, had an interception. And then, of course, Iffy had a nice interception. So did C.J. Gardner-Johnson off a deflection from John Kaminsky of a Jared Goff pass. We're talking Jared Goff. Oh, they used so struggling in the OTAs, man. It's OTAs, man. Like, calm down. Jameson Williams talked to the media several minutes about what went on with the gambling thing. Said didn't know the policy. I'm not here to judge if he didn't do it or not. I'm just here to give you the highlights, man. And he said didn't know, but he said he will not be appealing his suspension. He said he's going to go ahead and just move on with the situation. So, he's like, it is what it is. I broke the rule. Know it or not, he broke the rule. He said he's got to, suffer the consequences. So, that's a big step up for the young fella because most people be like, man, this is boo. I ain't know the rule and I ain't gonna, he just go ahead and kept it going, man. So, one thing Jameson Williams has done, he's grown off the field too. I mean, on the field. Dan Campbell gushed about his route running, what he's improved on during this offseason. Routes are not like crisper. So you're going to see a new and improved Jameson Williams once he gets on the field. He said his focus is getting on the field in week 7 with his teammates. So he's going to work hard, do everything he needs to do during the offseason, and then be ready to join his teammates on week 7. So, hey, young fella, keep your head up, man. All right. And then One of the funniest moments I've seen all week to kind of wrap up the OTAs, man, was Dan Campbell's shirt in the presser was absolutely ridiculous. We talk about this on Free for All Friday, man. Dan Campbell showing up with a shirt, with a Brad Holmes shirt, wearing a Dan Campbell shirt. That's I was like, this dude is clouded. Man, even my friends that are not, fans of the Lions, man, they were cracking up on this. I got a couple of friends that are like Tampa Bay fans. They were like, man, y'all coaches are crazy. That coach's GM is crazy. It's clowning, man. It's all fun, man. The bromance is good, man. But OTAs, man, what you guys think about what happened in the first week of OTA?
The most surprising thing for me was how comfortable Nate Sudfeld they said he looked.
Mhm.
Which is that's a good thing for us, man, because he's really the unknown factor in this whole QB room. We know what Jared Goff is. We know what Hendon Hooker could possibly be. We don't know nothing about Nate Sudfeld.
Well, I'll tell you why. He's got 37 career passes in 7 years in professional football. 37 career attempts. That's why we don't know nothing about that cat.
Yeah. But, it was just good to hear positive things coming from him, in OTAs, man. It's good. That's just to hear something that he doing something. That he ain't just over there holding the clipboard and getting golf coffee, man. So I'm glad to hear that. What you got, Al?
For me, it's kind of, I know it's early and I know it's really don't matter, but the conversation has been about what the defense has been doing. Last year, throughout the same process, we kept hearing about what the offense was doing. And we got to see, we had a pretty good offense throughout the year. So hopefully maybe this is the beginning of that being that for us, and hopefully the offense doesn't take too many steps back or a step back at all. Hopefully that steel sharpens steel and, our defense make our offense even better, or vice versa. Our offense be so good that it help our defense out. So that's kind of what it's been for me, just hearing those notes from the defensive side this year.
Yeah, definitely. And just a couple of things, man. Aleem McNeil lost 13% of his body fat. Say he wants to be a better pass rusher. Aiden Hudson say he's feeling a lot stronger. He said, told the league, put the league on notice. Going to be a better year for him this year.
I think Aleem tricking people. That's the easy way to do it. Oh yeah, I lost some body fat. He ain't lose no weight though.
I mean, but there is a difference. You can lose that body fat, and if you're working out, putting on muscle, I ain't messing with you. Anyways,
as a fat person, that's just a joke.
The fat man joke. All right.
Yeah.
Then you look at Big V, say he contemplated retirement, but he's glad to be back there out with his teammates. Tracy Walker said he's going to be ready to be a full participant. He's just waiting for the go ahead from his surgeon. So he said she'll be a full participant by the time training camp rolls around. But you look at this team, it's going to be harder to make this team this year. So I mean, that's the feeling I'm getting out of camp. There's going to be some veterans that's not going to make this team next for this upcoming season. So there'll be some guys that what I'm saying, get some walking papers. So, but thank you guys for checking this out right here in Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Before we kind of move on, right? So we talked about OTAs, man, but we gotta talk about how we became part of the show, man. If y'all don't know, man, we've been on this show for quite a while. I've been on the show for about 2.5 years. I joined in October of 2020. I had just graduated school. It's just well documented. I've told you so. And then Jim, after I graduated, he hits me up, man. Hey, man, would you join? You listen to joining my YouTube channel. Absolutely, man. It was a no-brainer, man. It was one of those things where Jim and I met on Coach Jones' show when he was doing OMG is Lions Talk, man. And Shawnee J and knew Coach Jones from being on I think it was a Facebook and YouTube. And so Shawnee J said, hey man, there's a guy, man, I know a guy, man, Mike, and he wants us to do his show. I'm like, man, no problem, man. Let's do it. And once we did it, Jim was on that same episode, and it was we just kind of clicked. And I went on his in the room segment for that he had right at the infancy of the channel when he was just popping off. And This is before I graduated, and then he helped me in some school projects, like just like you guys did for me in my master's program. Jim did a couple of assignments for me in my undergrad. And once I graduated, man, he asked me to join the channel, and it was a no-brainer, man. We were partners for a long time, broadcast partners, friends, brothers. We went to Belly Up. He followed me in the show over to Belly Up for a while. He helped some guys over there do their thing, helping with some of the YouTube and some of the SEO stuff that, Jim was a expert at, and getting help from other people. His always thing was helping other people, and he wanted to, bring me on the show and help me launch my career and be a part of the channel, man. And being a part of the Prowl Nation family has been a joy. But that's how I got on the channel, man. But Mike, cause you came along, you were friends with Jim. We were all you were a DSA member. So how did you get actually on the show? Because we went from a 2-man team with Jim and Curt to
Right.
the 3-man weave when you came on the first time.
Yeah. Jim popped up, on a little tweet, he said, "I want to talk to you, man." And I sat down and had a quick Zoom with Jim, man. And Jim said, he sees what I was trying to do. He's seen my vision for OMG as Lions Talk. And he's like, "Well, I can kind of teach you some things, and you can be a part of this channel with me and Curt." And I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to do that." Because I'm trying to, I was basically, I'm still kind of new to this, but I was really, really like new to it. I really didn't know nothing, not nada. And Jim helped me along, man. Curt then helped me along, man. And now that I have grasped a little bit of knowledge, man, I'm ready to launch Wolverine, man. So it all is to Jim and to Curt and the LL. I mean, y'all just y'all helped me learn the beginning intangibles, man, and now I can go and off and I can kind of grow my channel. So I'm happy for that.
Yeah, my man LL, man. Now you had an interesting thing about how you became part of the channel. What you got, man?
Yeah, man. I just used to watch y'all during the pandemic and stuff. I was working from home. I used to watch y'all every day, and I would watch the Free for All Friday. And I just like, man, how can I get on there? And I just happened to ask one day. I don't remember if I tweeted or if I DM'd Jim or however it went, but he responded. I think he DM'd me back like, yeah, I sent you the link or whatever, and XYZ. I did a few of them, and then one day I got a message saying, can I talk to you for a sec? I'm like, bet. And I had called him. I was on my way back from fishing, and I called him, and he was like, "Well, just call me," because I like a bunch of weed and stuff. He's like, "Just call me back," blah blah. And I called him when I got back to the crib. And he was like, "Yeah, you come on, you got a different way of doing it. Would you like to be a part of the show?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, hell yeah," because I was doing my own stuff, just trying to do the own media, my own YouTube over there, and we had our ups and downs over there, just different for different reasons. But doing the Detroit Lions on the Prowl kind of gave me something to do. I had a lot of ups and downs in my own life. I lost my pops, ended up losing Jim. And it was just a lot of stuff at the same time, and what they say is, keep yourself busy. I didn't have much else to keep me busy because the world was shut down in so many ways. But this kind of kept me, sports in general, but this kept me involved in doing some things. Not saying it saved my life. I didn't get that low or anything like that, but it kept me going. You know what I'm saying? Gave me something to do. Kept my mind on, kept my mind in my head. I didn't stray too far. That's big thanks to Jim, man, and Curt as well. Curt was there when fortunate thing happened with Jim. It was Curt there. Then Coach Mike came on back and everything. So
yeah,
I got a lot of different feelings just about a lot of things. I kind of felt like because Jim was asking me to do a little bit more, and I was like, yeah, cool. And I was just waiting for some things to happen, for me so I could be able to. And then, some things got shortstop. So, you kind of feel like you let people down, stuff like that. But, and then you can't feel that way forever. You got to understand, things is what it is. Got to move forward, everybody's doing something else. I plan to do that as well. But at least for the meanwhile, I kind of want to stick around and at least help it, go a little bit, see what it can be. I do still have my own plans, but I just got to get myself in position to get there. But I'm thankful, man. I'm thankful to Curt, thankful to Jim, thankful to Miss Val, thankful to Coach Mike, thanks for everybody, man. Everybody who used to be on Free for All Friday in the beginning. It used to just be a big old party and stuff, man. It was real fun. That's what I liked. It was the conversation was how it be for me. You know what I'm saying? I talk to people. It's people who know stuff, but people who also like to talk junk as well. So
Yeah.
Right.
And I enjoyed my time with y'all, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And LL came on. I remember this because Coach Mike, his work schedule got so hectic that he couldn't do the show anymore in the morning. So we were like, well, we're gonna lose Coach Mike. And that's when Jim was like, hey man, because let's bring on LL, man. You got to use it to do the Free for All Fridays. I'm like, man, let's do it, man. And because Jim was that guy, he was like always, he's always brainstorming. He was always looking ahead. He always had some plans in the future. So he always, wanted to do some things. And shout out to Lions Nation Unite, man. Because we were on Belly Up, man. We were going through some things over there. But Herman Moore came calling, man, and that was a great thing. And he was like, hey, you guys want to, be a part of, be a contributors over here on Lions Nation Unite. And we had interviewed him probably about a month or two prior to that. Him and Lomas Brown came on the show, and that was a connection that we had, and it's been great with LNU over there ever since. I know myself and we're still contributors over at Lions Nation Unite. Just because we're leaving Detroit Lions and the product of me, we're leaving LNU. We definitely will see our content over there, man, our individual stuff. But we got to talk about the fantasy discussion topic for today. Before we do that, man, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, be a part of the Prowl Nation family. The Detroit Lions and the Prowl isn't going anywhere. Val and the crew will start doing shows in the evenings on Monday, June 5th. It was Detroit Lions Roar will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check out the channel, man. Keep coming back, man. We're going to talk about our stuff later on. But family discussion topic for today is when and why did you start watching Detroit Lions on the Prowl, man? Let us know in the comment section of the video, man. I'm sure Val and those guys will be doing that next week. So that was one of the favorite things of Jim was definitely hearing from the guys, the Prowl Nation family, man. All right, Coach Jones, man, I know you got a quick topic, man. What you got, man?
Yeah. What are we gonna be doing next, man? And Wolverine, man. I'm finna go global with it. I'm going worldwide. I'm actually got I got the website should be up and going fully with either today or tomorrow. We had to actually connect all the buy buttons to Shopify and all of that, man. So I have my cousin working on that, man, because I ain't really tech savvy like that.
Ali.
Yeah. Shout out to OBM Ali, my cousin Ali, man. But yeah, man, Wolverine, I'm gonna be going hard, man. Wolverine is a vision that I had. On Saturday you were Michigan Wolverine, and on Sunday you were Detroit Lion, and the vision that I have now is just so big for it. And really the only time I really had to record the content necessary was in the mornings. And unfortunately, that kind of went, head to head with this show. And because I'm a busy man, as Curt say, I got more hustles than Baby D. And football season getting ready to start back up, man. We're getting ready to get into our off season lifting and stuff like that, man. And so I gotta ramp boxing down a little bit, like I'm stepping away from boxing, you know what I'm saying? Because I try to do both, you know what I'm saying, but I'm no boxing. I'm all on football, you know what I'm saying? So we getting ready to do our off the field activities, and I feel like they kind of merge into one. Me coaching varsity football and me doing Detroit Lions, Wolverine. It just merges together, man. And I'm just happy. I'm excited. I got a lot to learn. I'm thankful for the opportunity, and I just hope to grow this, man. I hope that that Wolverine become a jersey sold in Foot Locker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Have a vision, brother. Have a vision. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. LL, what you got going on in the pipe, man?
I'll be a part of the new show, at least for a little, for as long as that can happen. But of course, I still plan on, you know, doing something, rather be the overtime sports show, getting back with starting back WTME. And I've been trying to figure a way to just start over, kind of. And that's where I'm at. Like, I can't come up with anything good enough to go on. I don't want to name it after myself. I don't want to, it's a lot of stuff involved. But I want to stay doing something. So of course, as long as you guys, I'll be down for whatever y'all ask me to do. Any appearance, y'all need my opinion. If anything, you already know I'm there. But I'll be doing this for.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
I'll be doing this for a while, but everything is to step forward. So I got plans. I've spoke on plans before and they never really came to fruition. But so this time around, I'm just trying to get them together and then put them out there. But it's it's along the same lines. I'm still planning on doing something out here. I got some of the same skill set. I think I've told this story before, but a long time ago, I started going to OCC because my homie got a refund check. And I was like, it's a Kanye line about people do a refund check. So I was like, But when I went, because long story short, I went and I tested and everything. And I tested so high on the reading and writing and comprehension stuff. It was like, you should go into the journalism program. I'm like, nah, I ain't really here for that. I'm going to culinary school. So, I went and did my thing. But, I always knew how to read and write. My mama taught me how to read at a very young age. I knew how to read and write. I guess I'm pretty decent at it, but I also want to write articles and stuff. I just hadn't got around to it. But, now I have some, I have I don't want to say published author, but, got Curt out there who, shaking and moving all the way around in these streets. So I got somebody's brain I could pick on certain things and certain aspects and everything like that. Just, formatting and all that. Because a lot of stuff I don't really know. I just know how to put words together sometimes. I don't really know the behind, the structural things of it. So, y'all will see me around, in some familiar places and maybe on my own and, doing some other stuff. I want to start joining up with some of the, if I can, some of the LNU live streams as well. Like I see some of those guys, Mike or Mike, what's his last name? Kimber. And I see like Orm's Forum and stuff like that, and Anthony, and just guys who be on Freestyle Friday, but I don't ever see any of us over there. So I kind of, if I can, I want to start doing that as well,
Yeah.
So, I want to be connected. I want to be a part of this. I love this community that people calling it tribe now, all that kind of stuff. The Prowl Nation, man, it's a good one. And it is happening for us at the right time, I do believe. Some things is changing. Lions got a lot of big things in the future. So, that's where I'm at with it.
All right. So with me, I definitely have my own website, curtsteele.com. I will be continuing doing some YouTube content over on my own channel, which will be posted on curtsteele.com, or you can just go over to the Curt Steele YouTube channel and hang out over there. I will be posting content from time to time. You probably see some right here at this time, maybe 11 o'clock, a couple of days a week. You'll see some stuff going on over there. I will be continuing to write over at yardbarker.com and Sideline Report. You will start getting more and more content from me over on those sites. Publish the article there on Sideline. You'll start getting 2 or 3 articles over there, as long as with then 3 or 4 articles over there on Yardbarker a week. So make sure you keep checking me out right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Over on YouTube or those on the websites, man. I will be continuing to publish content on my own site as well, curtsteele.com. So make sure you check it out over there, man. But it has been a wonderful journey, man, right here, man. Make sure you support the channel. Go to fanatics.com, links in the description below. And a portion of the proceeds from that link go to help grow the content on this channel, and it will help with the new show over there, Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Roar. Make sure you hang out with LNU, man, Lions Nation Unite. They help bring you this channel. You got Herman Moore and his crew over there, and make sure you grab some gear over at the LNU shop. So make sure you can get your Curt Steele gear over there. You can get the new Detroit Lions on the Prowl gear that's going to be launching. I'm wearing a classic Jim shirt, the kneecap biter shirt, man. So make sure you check out DetroitLionsOnTheProwl.com and LionsOnTheProwlShop.com to get your vintage Detroit Lions on the Prowl gear, man. Support the channel. Make sure you do your part and support the fight against cancer. Head over to my man, Big Lions Man, and get his Roar Up gear. Links in the description below. And proceeds from that link go to help the American Cancer Society of Michigan, man. And man, I know this is gonna be some fun, man, because this is gonna kind of like wind down the show before we get into the comment cards, man. Some of our favorite moments. LL, you leading this topic, man. What is it like? Talk about some favorite moments on the show.
Yeah, some favorite moments from the Detroit Lions on the Prowl, man. For myself, I don't know, man. Getting that crazy with y'all, put on the fur coat with no shirt on. And, smoking at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to work way too high, all that kind of stuff. Everything, man. I like talking the draft with y'all. I don't know, man. I got lots of favorites. I got commitment issues anyway. I can't just have one favorite. So I got like 13 favorites. But just covering the draft is a big favorite of mine. I like the Gold Members meetings, man. I like being in there with y'all. Because we just being there talking whatever, And it's different because I get to hear. I like that. I like hearing what people say. I like hearing what people think, just so I could look for it. So when Coach Mike say, man, I like how Aline, when he in the middle, he does a certain XYZ, and then hey, I go and I see, damn, that's what Coach Mike was talking about. And he body slammed somebody behind that. So I just like to see what other people can notice as well. But again, my favorite memories is just all of it, man. The good times, the bad times. Well, I don't think we had no bad times, but I'm trying to think of one specific one, but I don't got one, man. I got a bunch of favorites. What about y'all? What are y'all favorite moments from y'all's ride with Detroit Lions on the Prowl?
For me, it definitely had to be some of the early times, especially we would have the snafus in the morning with Jim, man, when he would mess up the intros. Man, that'd be hilarious, man. Because he would get so frustrated. I'm like, because Jim was a perfectionist, man. I'd be like, dude, calm down, ain't that serious? And he'd be, because hearing Jim curse was absolutely hilarious. Because it just wasn't his persona, man. But if you, it was just hilarious. But some of free for all Fridays were always fun as well. Meeting you guys on me, you over there, LL, and some of those things. It was always just fun and a joy. If you always friend of the show and DSA member Luke G always say, man, still Curt got one of the, he always smiling. He got one of the best smiles, the Detroit Lions contributors, man, and the YouTubers. And I'm like, because I'm enjoying this. This is a joy for me. People would think, oh, you wake up. How are you smiling at 5 o'clock in the morning, man? Because this is a joy for me to do this stuff.
Yeah.
And if it's just does my heart good to do this thing. One of the, of course, one of the hardest things for me was to come back after Jim had passed. But it was doubly hard because I just lost. Shawnee J had just passed away. Like I just learned of his passing a couple weeks before Jim passed away. So he passed away at the end of October, and he was my partner over on the Die Hard Den podcast. That was the other show I was on. That was my original podcast I had before I came over to Detroit Lions on the Prowl, and I still continue to do that show some while on the platform. And it was that was a tough time for me because I had really became close to Jim, because you spend that much time with someone. We were doing shows 5 days a week, and you just become that becomes part of your family, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
But the laughing with Jim and just hearing his infectious laugh, and that was always brought me joy. And just talk to you everyone and being part of the platform, man, was a joy for me. But like, those are some of my favorite moments, man. Just laughing with Jim in the morning, man, when he would mess up the intros, man. That would be absolutely hilarious, man. And I think one time it was me and Mike, and I was like, I had never seen Jim like that upset. Like we were talking about something one day. Jim was like, "Damn it, you guys aren't letting me talk," and I was like, "My bad." I think you remember that, Mike.
A little bit.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay, we got you because for some reason we were going back and forth, and Jim was like, and but we had to stop the show. He got so frustrated, but it was all love, man. We was like, my bad, Jim, because me and Mike had just got to talking. But those are some of my favorite moments, man. Just the love and laughter that we share with each other and with the audience, man. That always with the Proud Nation family.
Yeah. I have to double up on that, man. The pure frustration that you would see from Jim, man, when that's how the blooper reel got started. You know, in the morning, man, he'd be like, all right, take 75, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that used to get to me, man. That was funny, man. I never forget those, man. But one of the moments that really stood out to me the most, man, is when we interviewed Herman Moore and Lomas Brown.
Yeah.
That right there was like a shining moment for me, you know, 'cause I'm like, man, I'm talking to Herman Moore and Lomas Brown. Like, for real, they like saying what's up,
Legends.
you know?
Right.
Yeah, so that was like a humbling experience for me, man, just to do that. That was like, wow, man. I used to watch these guys on TV doing their thing, man, and that was big, man. And I think just taking the show, three of us taking the show over once Jim departed, and I think, you know, helping keep his spirit alive and helping keep his dream alive, man, and keep it rolling. And you know, it was good, man, for as long as we could, man. And you know, we always gonna be part of Detroit Lions Nation on the Proud family, or Detroit Lions on the Proud family. But you know, we definitely had some good times with this, man, and I'm just grateful for it. I'm thankful, you know.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. Let's do my favorite thing one last time, man, on the show, man. It's time for the comment cards, baby. First up is who? It's me, Curt Steele, man. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on the team, on the show over the years, man. Comment cards was one of my favorite parts of doing this show for the past 2.5 years, and I thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Yes, I agree. That's one of my favorite parts of the show as well. One of my favorite. That's the thing, man. I loved how you and Jim's chemistry was, especially like with this kind of stuff, like how y'all fed into one segment to the next, like how he would lead you into the comment cards and, you know, and then into the, you know, the dessert with Curt and all that, man. Man, God bless the boy Jim. But thanks for the comment, Curt. But Trisha Miller says, the pessimism is sickening. This team is much improved. If you scared, go to church. Yes, yes,
Man,
yes.
scared, go to church.
As all of the greats has told us, Lil Jon, A-Boy, MJG, and many, many more told you, if you scared, go to church. This is the time, man. When I seen that KC, when that came down the pipe, we got KC in that first game, I wanted to stand up and yell right then and there. Like, that's the perfect opportunity, man. This is everything we've been talking shit about. This is it. This is the time. How many times do we say, you know, we looking at 2024, looking at, you know, 2023, 2024, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. We about there. So yeah, Trisha, I'm with you on that one.
Right on. Scott Smith says, well done, gents. Keep up the great work. Hey man, we always try, man, to do what we do and keep the show going, keep our dreams going, man. So thank you, Scott.
Yeah, definitely, Scott. We appreciate it. All right. We on top dope 100 says, I feel like we will beat KC to jumpstart the season and are 7-1 at our bye week. This year we'll have a legit shot at making a run at more than the North. Okay, brother, I feel what you're saying.
I agree. Mr. Elu, if I'm saying that right?
I think it's what he says.
Mr. Elu says, golf, better year, win-wise. Let's hope so. I feel like this should be, you know, with everything everybody says, the first year he didn't have nobody that he trusted and all this other stuff. And then we seen how he can look last year. So I expect to step forward this year. So yeah, let's go, Mr. Elu.
Yeah, the only thing that worries me, going into this season is every year Jared Goff comes off of having a great year, he has a down year. So that kind of worries me a little bit. But hopefully he's matured and got through all of that. Trisha Miller says is that we will be in the NFC Championship game this year. And you know what? I think if we win the division and we host at least a playoff game to get the momentum going, I believe that we can get to the NFC Championship game. That's not far-fetched at all. And if we stay healthy too. NFC Championship game, that's the goal. Not getting to the playoffs. It's the NFC Championship game. That shows you how much of a step we've taken, how much we've grown. That we're not just trying to get to the playoffs, we're trying to get to the ship. So yeah. Thank you, Trisha.
Yeah. Now it's time for thank you guys for commenting, and we appreciate you guys. Like I said, this is one of my favorite segments of the show, and we appreciate you commenting and hearing from you what you had to say about the show, the team, and just how we're doing right here on the platform. So thank you guys for over the years leaving your comments in the comment section of the video. Now it's time for everyone else's favorite segment. It's time for Dessert with your man Curt. Grab your 12, have some coffee with your dessert. It is brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you will love how they taste. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. And real simple, thank you to Delightful Bites for bringing the people Dessert with Curt. Tamika King is the owner of Delightful Bites. You can go over to the link in the Facebook in the description for her Facebook page, or go over to TikTok and Instagram. Man, those cookies are excellent. Go over and grab yourself some, man. She ships anywhere you want. She will, they come in packaged, they vacuum seal fresh, and you will get them and they will be there fresh. You will never have to worry about them being stale. They're going to taste just like they taste. You pop them in the microwave, man, and there are some excellent desserts and cookies they have over there at Delightful Bites. And nepotism, man. Tamika is my cousin, so you know what I'm saying. But she really agreed to sponsor the segment. I came to her. She said she needed some help. I said, I help y'all, cuz you help me out, I help you out. And she's been part of the show for the last since 2020. So thank you to Delightful Bites for bringing you Dessert with Curt, man. And let's head on over to that wall of fame, baby, man. First up, we got in the bronze members, man. We got Detroit Drew, Everything King, Latino Leo, Joseph Carter, Brian Stover, George Eagle, David Anderson. Oh, Q. You got Timmy Birch, Sage Roberts, Joe Mo, Shano, Insano, Rich Bean, Bob Korowski, Benny Siegel, Dan Spanos, Big Gnomes Jay. We on top the 100, Jason Portis, and my man, he's Coach Mike's co-worker, Doug Prince 72. Silver members, we got Cap Ice Cold, Batman at 313, John Martin, Henry Wallace, Mr. Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman, baguettes and all that. What's up, Frenchie, Kirkland Pratt, and Big Dale. For our gold members, man, we're gonna miss you guys, man. Definitely just because of the fact that it was always great to have the gold members meeting, which will be today at 3 p.m. still. From what I understand, that won't be changing anytime soon. For the gold members, we got Mr. Reliable, Michael Huck, Larry McQuiston, my man Turner C. Burley, man. That guy's got a wonderful, wonderful story. If you want to just talk life and football, man, go check out my man Turner Burley over there on Facebook. We got my Mr. Ruff and Raw himself, North End Kim, just in the D. Michael Lewis, Lion Noah of Douchebaggy, Big Nicole in the building. Dominic Davis, Audrey Rose, the tornado blowing in from Utah, and the Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame that I'm hoping will continue on the new platform, hit the join now button in the description, man. Now it's time for final thoughts right quick before we get on out of here, man. Again, thank you guys, man, to my two co-hosts, man, LL and Coach Mike Jones, man. I look forward to working with you guys in the future. We ain't gonna stop. The grind never stops, man. But for what we did on this platform, man, I appreciate you, brothers, 100%. What you got, LL?
Yeah. Thank everybody, man. Of course, we said this 100 times, thank Jim, RIP, for letting me come on. Y'all, I said a whole lot, about Jim, man. He everybody know. He was just about helping and growing, man. And I think that's what this is all about in so many different ways, But thank everybody. Thank you, Curt. Thank you, Coach Mike. Getting up this early, it ain't necessarily the easiest. We've all had whatever kind of, here, there's whatever it is, but I feel like we still show up and do a good job, man. So thank y'all for, helping and then sticking around with your boy. Like I said, I'm looking forward to do whatever it is, in the future. Y'all already know whatever it is y'all ask me to come do it, I'll be there. And thank everybody out there, thank Prowl Nation. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for leaving comments. Thank y'all for laughing or whatever in the world, agreeing with us, disagreeing with us, talking with, whatever it is. Thank y'all. Thank everybody involved. Thank Ms. Val, for wanting to keep it going, because I guess you didn't have to, from just being somebody that worked with Jim, it hit me kind of hard, even though it was, some other, lots of stuff that was happening, but I can't imagine, what it's like, to have that happen, and to try to work through all of that for her. So, shout out to Ms. Val. God bless you. God bless everybody out there. Have a great Wednesday.
Right on. Yeah, man. Shout out to my Detroit Lions on the Prowl family. I hope that all those Wolver Lions that come over, man, and subscribe to the channel and watch the videos, man, and help me kind of grow this content. I'm thankful for the opportunity I've had. I'm not going to be totally gone from the show like Curt said. I'm still going to pop back in from time to time. I'm always going to be part of the family, man. But, it's about that time that I go and I go on and make this Wolver Lion, you know what I'm saying, make that a possibility. And it's a dream I have, and I feel it. I'm 100% for it, and I'm ready to do what it do, man. But thank you to Curt, LL, Miss Val. Thank you, Jim, man. And hey, we not gonna stop moving, man. We still gonna do what we do.
Right, like everyone said, man. The grind don't stop. We're gonna keep doing our thing, man. But just happened to be the end of this actual show, man. But thank you all for watching over the years, all the kind words and support throughout the years, throughout my journey. Some of my favorite moments, man, was doing the hat switch. The Curt cap switch up was always fun, man, because I never knew what cap I was gonna wear. Doing the autism awareness shirts during the month of April, man. I always support my son, man. But I will be, like I said, I will be watching definitely some YouTube content. I will still be posting in Lion Nation Unite and over on Detroit Lions on the Prowl in the Facebook group, man, because I'm still part of the Prowl Nation family, man. So continue to support, because I will continue to support the platform, man, on this hump day, baby. Thank you guys for joining us for this last and final Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, man. I know you got them $1.25 coin like my man LL always talk about, man. So get this napkin. Wipe them crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you know what you got to do. You got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For the panel, LL and Coach Mike Jones, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. And as always, we love you, Jim.